Hello guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you are going to enjoy it. Today we are checking out this build. This is the AIKON GeeK-35 HD. Matter of fact, you can actually buy this drone as a bundle flight or a plug and play. But the only similarity there is between this build and the one that you can buy is just the frame. Everything else I used to build this drone is completely different than the version you can buy online. Now, the reason I built this drone is because of this little guy, the DJI AVATA. There is no point for me to introducing it. I got a couple videos on this guy on my channel, and there is plenty of them on YouTube. The one thing that AVATA make me realize is that I do enjoy proximity flying, and because of that, I built my first cine whoop. Now, the reason I picked this frame is for one simple reason. There is very little plastic used on this frame. This frame is 95% made of carbon fiber. The only place you find plastic are in those little braces in the bottom section. You got 4 of them, and those are 3D printed TPU parts. And also on the camera holder, this is the only place you find any plastic on this frame. The frame itself is very nice. It is made up of 2 different sections. You got the top section and the bottom section, and you can actually separate both of them. I believe that should make it easy for any fix that you need to make on your drone. The prop guards seem to be enough, in my opinion. They should be giving you enough protection to your props in case of a crash. And of course, one more time, made of carbon fiber, so it should be stiffer than most of the plastic used on other frame. You do have the little bumper on the side here, the little orange one. They are actually screwed in place. And you do have those little other bumper on the side. Those are actually sticker. Cool thing about this frame is actually does come fully assembled, so when you get it out of the box, it is already assembled. I did check on the screw to make sure they were tight enough, and most of them were pretty tight. I had to tighten a couple of them, but most of them were pretty tight, so that should cut down on the building time. Now, as far as space goes, the drone does give you enough space for most of your electronic. In my case, I'm using the AIKON RCF7 and the DJI Vista, but you could easily use a 2-level stack if you want to. And if you use a 2-level stack, you won't be able to use a DJI Vista. You're more likely going to be fine using a Worksnell HD0 or a analog VTX on this guy. On this little side here, I do have, hopefully you can see that, I do have my Express LS receiver just sticking out the side, and I'm using a 50 volt 350 microfarad low ESR capacitor. I'll just have it zip tied to the rest of the frame. A motor I'm using, those are the FPV Circle 21mm motors. In case you like to know, the real size of those motors are 2104. Those are 2300 kV motors. Technically should be able to use those motors with a 5S, but I don't have too many 5S LAPO left, so I've been using it on a 6S. And in order to use it on a 6S, I had to scale down my throttle. I am using 78% throttle right now, so technically I'm getting 1800 kV out of those motors. And the 6S I'm using is this guy, Overnick 1000 milliamp hour 6S, and with this battery I get on average 6 to 8 minutes of flight depending on how hard I'm flying. The frame look very nice. On the side you can see there's a little flex with the prop guard, but the middle of the frame is pretty rigid. The only negative I can say about this frame is more likely just the way you have to mount your HD camera. In this case, I have my Roncam Thumb Pro on it. Compared to other frames on the market, they usually some kind of setup for anti-vibration in here, but this frame does not give you that, so you have to mount your camera directly to the frame. And I'll say when flying, you can see once every while some vibration getting to the camera. I am actually using the Emu flight system on this guy. I did try Betafly 4.3 and I was not able to get it to fly the way I wanted to. I was getting noise and I was also getting some kind of resonance. So I switched to Emu flight, and I'm actually using the stock PID on Emu flight, and this thing is flying pretty good. As far as prop, I'm using the Gemfan 90mm props. Fly pretty good. It is a Cinewhoop, of course. I mean, it does do a split, it does do flip and roll, but this is not a freestyle drone. But used for proximity flying, it is a pretty good flyer. And I will let you enjoy some of the footage I got flying this drone, and I hope that I will see you on the next one.